She didn't understand you. She didn't see the depth of your love, your effort, your loyalty. She walked away as if you were disposable, leaving you shattered and questioning everything. But now, it's time to shift the narrative. It's time to stop chasing her and start chasing your own greatness. You're not here to beg for her attention anymore. You're here to prove to yourself that you were always enough. Welcome to Stoic Blessing, the channel where we transform heartbreak into power and adversity into wisdom. If you're ready to rise above the pain and embrace the principles of Stoicism and strength, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Share this with any friends who need it, and let's build an army of Stoic soldiers. This is your moment to rebuild, not for revenge, not for her, but for yourself. Now, let's begin the journey. Number 1, the pain of betrayal. She left you, didn't she? Took your love, your trust, and crushed it like it meant nothing. She walked away as if you were just another chapter she could close. Now you're left replaying every moment, every word, every fight, wondering what you did wrong. But let me tell you something. This pain, this raw, gut-wrenching heartbreak, is your greatest gift right now. I know it doesn't feel like it. It feels like your world is collapsing. You wake up and the first thought in your head is her. You go to bed and her memory lingers like a ghost haunting your every move. That unbearable, suffocating ache, it feels like it's here to destroy you. But here's the truth. It's not. It's here to forge you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That heartbreak you're feeling, it isn't a roadblock, it's the path forward. Think about this. The sharpest swords are forged in fire. The most unbreakable steel is hammered, beaten, and tempered into shape. Pain is the heat that tempers your soul, the force that strips away weakness and leaves behind strength. But most men, they don't survive this fire. They crumble, they chase her, begging for closure, for answers, for validation. They let the pain consume them until they're just a hollow shell of who they used to be. You're not going to be one of those men. You're here because you know there's something deeper. You feel the fire, and instead of running, you stand in it. You let it burn away the parts of you that relied on her approval, her presence, her love. And what's left? A man forged by pain, sharper, stronger, and ready to conquer anything. Let the pain in, feel it, let it tear you apart if it must. But don't you dare let it break you. This is your moment to rise, not for her, not to prove her wrong, but to prove yourself right. Comment below, "I rise stronger through the fire." Let the world know you're not defeated, you're just getting started. And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This is just the beginning of your transformation, and you must follow it through. Number 2, emotional detachment. Right now, your emotions are running wild. Anger, sadness, regret, they're all fighting for control. You feel like screaming one moment and breaking down the next. But let me tell you something about Stoicism. A man ruled by his emotions is a man easily controlled. And you? You're done being controlled. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about that. She broke your heart, yes, but her actions don't define you. What defines you is how you respond. And the first step to taking control of your life again is mastering emotional detachment. When you let your emotions dictate your actions, you become predictable. You text her at 2 a.m., pouring your heart out, hoping she'll reply. You scroll through her social media, looking for clues, torturing yourself with what she might be doing. But here's the harsh truth. All of that makes you weak in her eyes. It's like handing her the keys to your mind and saying, "Here, control me." Stop. Take a breath. You need to reclaim your power, and the way to do that is by stepping back. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop reacting. Imagine your emotions as a raging river. Most men get swept away, drowning in the current. But the Stoic man? He watches from the shore. He observes the flow, acknowledges its power, but doesn't let it drag him under. This isn't easy. Detachment takes practice, but every time you feel that urge to text her, to check on her, to relive the pain, remind yourself, you're above that. You're not her puppet anymore. The beauty of emotional detachment is that it confuses her. Suddenly you're not the man she thought she left behind. She expects you to crumble, to chase, to beg. But when you don't, that's when you flip the dynamic. You've become the mystery, the one thing she didn't anticipate, a man who can walk away without looking back. So when the emotions rise, don't fight them. Accept them. Let them pass like clouds in the sky. You don't have to act on them. That's your power. That's your control. And that's how you begin to reclaim yourself. Comment below, I am the master of my emotions. Let everyone know that you are no longer ruled by chaos. You are the calm in the storm. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every step you take on this journey is a step toward becoming untouchable. Number 3. The power of perspective. What if I told you that the breakup wasn't the end of the story, but the beginning of something greater? Right now, you're trapped in the pain, replaying memories, wondering why she didn't choose you. But let me ask you this. What if her rejection wasn't about losing something, but about gaining something far more valuable? This isn't a loss. It's a chance to rewrite your narrative, to become something extraordinary. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about that. The pain you're feeling isn't just about her leaving, it's about the story you're telling yourself. You've convinced yourself that she was your everything, that without her, you're nothing. But let's confront that story for what it really is. A fabrication. A lie born from heartbreak and self-doubt. Change your perspective. What if her leaving wasn't a rejection, but a release? A release from the person you thought you had to be for her. This is your moment to stop living for her approval and start living for yourself. Breakups don't happen by accident. They're a signal, a call to shed the old version of yourself and evolve into someone greater. Every great transformation begins with adversity. Heroes are forged through trials, not comfort. Right now, this heartbreak is your trial. This is your chance to rise from the ashes, not for revenge, not to make her regret her decision, but to become someone you respect deeply, someone who no longer clings to the past, but embraces the future with open arms. Perspective is the ultimate weapon. While most men drown in heartbreak, you have the power to reframe it. The Stoic man doesn't ask, "Why did this happen to me?" He asks, "How can I use this?" That pain she left behind. Use it to fuel your growth. That void she created. Fill it with discipline, focus, and purpose. The best revenge isn't anger, it's indifference. Indifference built on the foundation of self-improvement. Here's the secret. Once you change your perspective, you change the game. You're no longer the man she thought she could leave behind without consequences. You become the man who moves forward so powerfully that the loss becomes hers, not yours. When you rise with renewed purpose, she'll see the strength she underestimated. But by then, it won't matter, because your perspective will have moved far beyond her. Comment below, "I see my pain as my power." Let the world know that your struggles are no longer your burden, they're your strength. And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. With each shift in perspective, you step closer to becoming unstoppable. Number 4. Silence is strength. After the breakup, she expected something from you. Noise, emotional texts, long-winded explanations, desperate calls to win her back. But here's what she doesn't realize. Your silence is your loudest response. The less you say, the more powerful you become. And that silence, it's not just for her, it's for you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Your silence is more than just a lack of words. It's an act of discipline, a refusal to let someone else dictate your energy and focus. By staying silent, you send a message that she cannot ignore. I am in control now. When you choose silence, you reclaim your power. You no longer hand over your emotions to her through desperate attempts to explain yourself or make her understand your worth. Your silence creates space for you to heal, grow, and focus on what truly matters, yourself. But here's the twist. It also creates mystery. People are drawn to what they can't figure out. She expects you to crumble, to chase, to beg for answers. When you don't, it forces her to confront a reality she didn't anticipate, a man who's no longer at her mercy. Your silence forces her to wonder, why isn't he reacting? What's he thinking? And that, my friend, shifts the balance of power. Silence is not passivity. It's the ultimate strength. While others waste their energy chasing validation or closure, you conserve yours, channeling it into actions that build your future. You rise quietly, without seeking applause or recognition, and when the world finally notices your transformation, it will speak louder than any words could. But let's be clear, this isn't about playing games or seeking revenge. Silence isn't about manipulating her or anyone else. It's about self-respect. It's about saying, I am worth more than explanations and arguments. My energy is too valuable to waste on things I can't control. So, the next time you feel the urge to reach out, stop. Instead, sit with that silence. Let it ground you. Let it remind you that your worth doesn't depend on her response or her acknowledgement. Your silence is not empty. It's a declaration of strength, discipline, and resilience. Comment below. My silence speaks louder than words. Let everyone know you've mastered the art of restraint and power. And if this resonates with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every moment of silence brings you closer to your transformation. Number 5. Building an unshakable routine. After heartbreak, it's easy to lose yourself in the chaos. Your thoughts scattered, your energy drained, your days unproductive. But let me tell you something, routine is your salvation. When the world feels out of control, discipline brings order. And the man who masters his routine, he masters his life. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." What does this mean for you? It means your freedom from the pain, the regret, and the confusion lies in your ability to control what you do each day. A well-crafted routine becomes your fortress. It shields you from distractions, grounds you in purpose, and ensures that every step you take leads you forward, not back. Here's where most men fail after a breakup. They let their emotions dictate their actions. They wallow, they waste time, and they spiral into unhealthy habits. But not you. You're not here to fall apart. You're here to rise stronger. And the key to that rise is structure. Start simple. Wake up at the same time every day. Begin with small victories, like making your bed, exercising, or journaling your thoughts. These small actions might seem insignificant, but they create momentum. That momentum builds consistency, and consistency builds strength. Channel your energy into self-improvement. Hit the gym not just to transform your body, but to release the frustration and pain in a productive way. Read books that sharpen your mind and expand your perspective. Learn a new skill or dive deeper into your craft. Every moment you spend improving yourself is a moment she'll never forget. Not because you're doing it for her, but because you're doing it for you. Routine also eliminates the idle time that lets negative thoughts creep in. When your days are filled with purpose, there's no room for regret or self-doubt. You become laser-focused on what truly matters: your growth, your goals, and your future. This isn't just about surviving the breakup. It's about thriving in a way that few men ever achieve. A disciplined man is an unstoppable man. And when she eventually sees what you've become, it won't be because you told her. It'll be because your transformation is undeniable. Comment below. I build strength through discipline. Let the world know you're crafting a life so solid that no one can shake it. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your unshakable routine starts now. Number 6. Leveling up physically and mentally. Let's get one thing straight. The man you were during the relationship is not the man you're meant to be now. This is your chance to evolve. To level up physically and mentally in a way that not only redefines who you are, but makes you unrecognizable to the version of yourself she left behind. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Right now, your story is in your hands, and the next chapter begins with action, building yourself into a man so formidable that even you won't recognize your reflection in the mirror. Start with your body. Physical improvement isn't just about looking good, it's about discipline, confidence, and power. Hit the gym, not as a distraction, but as a declaration. Every rep, every run, every drop of sweat is a message to yourself. I am stronger than my pain. Transform your body into a fortress, not to impress her, but to prove to yourself that you can endure and conquer. But physical strength means little without mental mastery. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Feed it with knowledge, challenge it with new skills, and sharpen it with wisdom. Read books that expand your perspective, engage in practices like meditation to master your thoughts, and surround yourself with people who inspire growth, not mediocrity. Each of these steps makes you a little sharper, a little more unstoppable. Here's the truth. Leveling up isn't about revenge or making her regret her decision. It's about becoming a man so complete, so fulfilled, that the idea of chasing someone who left you becomes laughable. You're not doing this for her, or even to prove her wrong. You're doing it to prove to yourself what you're capable of. By leveling up physically and mentally, you're creating a version of yourself who doesn't just survive heartbreak, he thrives beyond it. And that man, he's someone no one will ever think of walking away from again. But here's the kicker. By the time you've evolved, you won't even care if they do. Comment below. I rise stronger in mind and body. Let the world know you're leveling up, and nothing can stop you. And if you're finding value in this journey, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Every step forward takes you closer to greatness. Number 7. Mastering the power of mystery. Have you ever noticed that people are drawn to what they can't figure out? The more someone knows about you, the less intrigued they are. But the moment you become a mystery, you become unforgettable. This is where you shift the narrative. You don't chase her, you make her wonder about you. This is the power of mystery. Marcus Aurelius said, "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." The same principle applies to how others perceive you. When you reveal too much, your thoughts, your plans, your emotions, you hand over control. But when you keep things to yourself, when your actions speak louder than your words, you regain all the power. Mystery begins with restraint. Stop posting every detail of your life online. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't deserve an explanation. Your life should be like a beautifully wrapped gift. Only those who earn your trust get to see what's inside. Let her wonder why you're so calm. Let her question why you've gone silent. Let her see glimpses of your growth, but never the full picture. The less she knows, the more she'll think about you. But mystery isn't just about withholding, it's about creating intrigue through your actions. When you're focused on leveling up, on building your life, you naturally become more captivating. You're no longer predictable or easy to read. You've stopped reacting, stopped chasing, stopped explaining. Instead, You're too busy improving, achieving, and evolving, and that's something she didn't expect. The beauty of mystery is that it shifts the power dynamic. The more you grow in silence, the more she'll feel the absence of the man she thought she left behind. But here's the best part. You're not doing this to win her back. By the time she notices, you'll have already moved on to a place where her opinions no longer matter. That's the ultimate power. Become a man of action, not words. A man who is deliberate in what he shares and confident in what he doesn't. The less people know about you, the more they'll be drawn to you. And the more mysterious you are, the harder it is for anyone, including her, to forget you. Comment below. I thrive in silence and mystery. Let the world know you've mastered the art of becoming unforgettable. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every moment of mystery adds to your strength. Number 8. The dark psychology of regret. What if I told you that the most powerful way to make someone regret losing you is to focus on yourself so deeply that their absence becomes irrelevant? Regret isn't something you force, it's something you inspire. And the key to making her question everything, it's not about revenge, it's about thriving. Here's the truth. People only regret when they see the value of what they lost. The man you were during the relationship may have been valuable to her once, but the man you're becoming now, that's a version of you she'll never forget. Regret isn't triggered by words or explanations. It's triggered by your transformation. The dark psychology of regret lies in contrast. If you stay the same, you validate her decision to leave. But when you evolve, when you level up physically, mentally, and emotionally, you create a stark difference between the man she left and the man you've become. That contrast forces her to reflect on her choice. She begins to question, did I make a mistake? But here's the twist. You're already so far ahead that her regret doesn't even matter. Regret also feeds on curiosity. Silence, as we discussed earlier, plays a huge role here. When you're no longer chasing her, no longer explaining yourself, she begins to wonder, what's he up to? Why isn't he reaching out? That silence, combined with your visible growth, creates a psychological loop in her mind. She'll start imagining what you're doing, who you're with, and why you're thriving without her. But let's be clear, this isn't about manipulation. This isn't about playing games or trying to hurt her. This is about putting your energy where it belongs, on yourself. You're not living for her validation or her regret. You're living for your own greatness. And when she sees what you've become, it won't be because you wanted her to. It'll be because your transformation is undeniable. The most powerful thing you can do is focus on your own life with such intensity that her regret becomes inevitable. You don't need to wish for it or seek it. Regret will find her when she realizes that the man she walked away from has become the man she'll never have again. Comment below. I rise and regret follows. Let the world know you're too focused on your own growth to worry about the past. And if you're resonating with this message, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your transformation is the only answer you'll ever need. Number 9. Embracing true Stoicism. You've heard the principles so far: silence, discipline, emotional control, and self-improvement. But here's the heart of it all. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life. To truly rise above the pain, the heartbreak, and even your own emotions, you must embrace true Stoicism. At its core, Stoicism teaches us one essential truth. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your breakup, her actions, the pain she caused, none of that is within your control, but how you choose to react. That's entirely up to you. True Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and then refusing to let them rule over you. When you practice this, you become unshakable. You no longer need validation, closure, or explanations from her or anyone else. You become your own source of strength. Indifference is one of the most misunderstood Stoic virtues. It's not about apathy or bitterness. It's about realizing that external events like a breakup don't define your value. Whether she regrets leaving you or not, whether she notices your growth or not, it doesn't matter. You are no longer living for her opinions. You're living for yourself. This shift in mindset doesn't just set you free, it elevates you. It allows you to focus entirely on your own journey, unburdened by the weight of external validation. You're no longer chasing love, approval, or revenge. You're building something greater, inner peace. When you embrace true Stoicism, you realize that nothing and no one can break you, not because you're invincible, but because you've stopped giving others the power to do so. You've become the master of your thoughts, your actions, and your life. That's a level of strength most people will never achieve, and it's why the world will always take notice when you do. Comment below, "I am unshakable." Let the world know you've embraced a mindset that no one can break. And if this resonates with you, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your Stoic transformation is your ultimate power. Number 10. Victory through inner peace. After all the pain, the discipline, and the growth, there's one final truth you need to understand. The ultimate victory isn't proving her wrong. It isn't making her regret leaving. It's achieving inner peace. When you no longer feel the need to win, you've already won. True Stoicism isn't about domination or revenge. It's about freedom. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Think about that. The pain you've been carrying wasn't caused by her. It was caused by how you chose to view her actions. But now, you're letting that go. Inner peace doesn't come from ignoring your pain or burying your emotions. It comes from mastering them. It's about reaching a place where your happiness and worth are no longer tied to anyone or anything external. It's about understanding that you are complete, whole, and strong as you are, regardless of who stays or leaves. The world will notice your transformation. People, including her, may question how you've managed to rise so powerfully. But by then, you won't care. You'll no longer seek their approval or acknowledgement. Your peace will come from within, and that's the kind of power that can't be taken away. When you reach this level of inner peace, you stop being a slave to your circumstances. You stop reacting, chasing, or justifying. You simply are, calm, grounded, and focused. This isn't just victory over the heartbreak, it's victory over yourself. And that's a kind of freedom most people will never achieve. So take a moment to reflect. Look at how far you've come, the strength you've built, and the person you've become. The pain that once felt unbearable is now your greatest teacher. The love you thought you lost has been replaced by a deeper love for yourself. And that, my friend, is the ultimate triumph. Comment below, "I am at peace with my power." Let the world know you've claimed the ultimate victory, freedom from the past. And if this journey has resonated with you, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Share this with any friends who need it, and let's build an army of Stoic soldiers. Your transformation is proof that peace and power go hand in hand. Thank you for joining me on this path. Remember, your strength lies not in what you've lost, but in what you've gained. Until next time, stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep embracing your Stoic blessing.